Okay, and it is 10 o'clock. Thus begins our show. Welcome to another exciting episode of Saturday Night Vectrex in the Dark. As the title suggests, I will be playing the Vectrex in the dark here on Saturday night. Good night, honey. My wife's going to bed, I think. What's going on tonight? I am using an old laptop to control my broadcast because I'm having technical difficulties with my good one. So this one is a decade-old MacBook Air. Hopefully it holds up. I'm not sure if it will, but that's not what's actually streaming the data. That's my phone. And anyway, so if something goes wrong, you can just retry the stream. I'll try to get everything restarted as fast as possible in case of disaster. The chat is open. Not that I can close it if I want to, I don't think. But actually, maybe it's not working for me. I normally try to leave chat open so you guys can just make requests, shoot the breeze, whatever you want to do. I am looking at my screen, though, and I don't have any... It's like a totally empty pane. So something's going wrong. Maybe it's my old MacBook that's the problem again. So I don't know. I might not be able to chat tonight, unfortunately. Let me try this pop-out chat button. Maybe that'll do it. So I hit pop-out chat. There we go. I think it's working. I'm going to say hello, world. Anybody watching, please chat here. I have anybody who's watched this stream before knows that it was usually like a 30-second lag before I would actually like what goes on in real time here appears on your screen. I have learned that on YouTube, when you stream, you can choose a latency setting. I was using normal latency, which kind of maximizes the quality of the stream at the at the cost of there being a lag time, a longer lag time. So I picked the next option down. There's basically normal, low, and ultra low latency. We're now operating on low latency now. Hopefully it works better as far as us syncing up. So maybe I'll hopefully see your chats in closer to real time, and you'll see my videos and audio in closer to real time. What have we got scheduled for today? Not a whole lot specific. It'll probably just be random play, but a couple things I want to do is I'm going to go for the highscore.com top score for the game Fortress of Narzad, which has quickly become one of my favorite games for the Vectrex so far. And so we got a couple of messages in chat. So hello to... let me finish my sentence first. Sometimes I jump around too much. What I was going to say is I'm going for the highscore.com high score in the world for Fortress of Narzad. That sounds greater than it actually is. Most people who play the game are probably not submitting their scores to highscore.com. And I actually did a little bit of Googling, and one of the Vectrex communities called Vectrex.de, apparently a couple of years ago maybe, or thereabouts, had a score contest where someone got an insanely good score in that game that I'll probably never get. But anyway, so I'm going to play that. I'm going to play Spinball, which I believe it goes by another name as well, Flipper Pinball or something like that. And that was suggested on Vectrex Fans Unite, which is the Facebook group where pretty much everybody in the Vectrex world, as far as I'm aware, congregates to talk about Vectrex. A lot of cool people, a lot of creative people there. Trying to remember this person's name. I'll have to search the Facebook post. But basically, there's this guy, again, whose name I can't remember, unfortunately, who is putting forth some high-score challenges among the group. And he's actually giving out prizes. Okay, I found it. His name is, hopefully I pronounced it right, Bart Dujardin. So Bart Dujardin has a bunch of duplicates of games for whatever reason. Maybe he, I don't know. I can't imagine how he came into so many duplicates. Maybe he bought several Vectrexes and each one came with some games. So he's giving away some of those as prizes. Now, this pinball game I've never played before, so I'm not likely to get a high score, but I'm going to go for it anyway. Why the heck not? At least just play it a little bit. Other than that, what else do we have planned? I'm going to go for I'm going to play iCyborg again because that's one of my favorites. And I'm going to try to advance my progression in that game. Anybody who doesn't know that game, it's kind of like it's almost like a more modern game where you have different settings as you progress from one level to the next and fight different obstacles, as opposed to most of these Vectrex games that are kind of like early 80s arcade style where you just kind of repeat the same thing with higher difficulty as you go. Okay, let's see. In the chat we have Niten Ichi Musai. He is my colleague in Mexico, despite the Japanese name. Hello, Niten. He says Hola Mundo, which means hello world for those who don't speak Spanish. And we have Yayo Seradel, who is Claudio. Claudio has made a request before on my stream previously. He just wanted to watch me play Star Castle, so I did that one time. And yeah, happy to be sharing, Claudio. Where are you from, Claudio? I know Neaton's in Mexico, and we got Claudio, and we have one other person who is remaining silent. That's fine. You can do that. We had 4 at one point, but I guess that person got tired of just listening to me talk and watching this clock on my screen. Yeah, I'm drinking a nice black cherry soda, and I was thinking of having some whiskey, but I'm tired. I was just in a virtual tour of the Metropolitan Museum of Art that my wife was kind of leading, with my son on the other end. Unfortunately, my son Rob Bob, he can't hang out with me because he and his mom live in different homes, and during this whole pandemic, we can't really he can't just come back and forth like normal. Okay, so Claudio hails from El Paso, Texas. But anyway, Rob Bob, yeah, he was doing a virtual tour of the museum. We were focusing on the exhibits of Degas, who is an impressionistic artist. And my wife knows a crap ton of art, so she was kind of leading the tour. And I was lying on the couch the whole time, and I was getting tired, so I opted against having whiskey as I play tonight instead of having soda. Okay, I hope everybody's doing well, and all your loved ones are doing well in these crazy times. Let's play some Vectrex. Let's turn off the clock. First off, I don't know what I'm going to do first. This is less, this game is going to be less organized than most of them. I just have those 3 things in mind. Why don't we warm up with Spinball? Since I already know I'm not going to do well, I'm not going to get the high score anyway. I'm just going to play it, and we'll see what it's like. I'll be honest, I kind of avoided this game before, because I heard it wasn't good. That may be incorrect information, but as I became acquainted with the Vectrex over the past few months, one source of information was this site called videogamecritic.com that has a whole bunch of reviews of games for systems. You can search by console from like any time. And I don't know, I was browsing through reviews of that, and they said the pinball game was bad, so I skipped it. But you know what? They also said iCyborg is bad, and that's one of my favorites now. The problem is, what is it called? Spinball? Or there was 2 names for it, I said. Here's Spinball. Okay, I don't have the overlay for this one. And again, those reviews were partially what drove me to choose which overlays to buy, because those aren't cheap. So I skipped the pinball one. Okay, unfortunately it looks like it's a little bit blurry already. I tried to focus ahead of time. Please comment if you think the game's too blurry, or if it looks decent. Anyway, I'll just play Spinball for now, and I'll probably die quickly. If I need to refocus the camera, I'll do that after I die, I guess. Wow. Actually, it zoomed in pretty cool. Okay, so it looks like a typical kind of pinball game where you start on the lower right. You press the down directional to pull back the stopper, and you press the 4 button to launch it. How do I use the flippers? Okay, so it looks, 1 is to pause, 2 and 3 are the flippers. Okay. Whoa. All right, I already lost the ball, so clearly I'm not getting that high score tonight. But I wasn't expecting to. All right. Okay, looks like a pretty basic pinball game. Usually they have things above the bottom flippers in pinball games, like little bumpers and things. But oh, this one looks like a wide open area down there. What just happened? To lose another ball. Okay, I'm trying to kind of gather the lay of the land here. Yeah, I'm still kind of. It looks like something appeared below this curve over there a little while ago. I'm losing a lot of lives, and I'm still playing. Apparently, I'm confused about how I'm still alive. Maybe I'm on my last ball now. Replay any key. Okay, so I lost. That's game over, I guess. All right, so let's see. Yeah, there's something that appears there under that little curved area. Okay, let's give it another try. Definitely a cool zoom in effect at the beginning. Oh, right down the middle. One thing that the Vectrex does really well is it rotates and scales. I won't say images, but vector sets. I believe that's what they call it. I've been reading a little bit up on assembly language for this machine. The processor is called 6809, I believe. And I was reading about some of the routines available, and you can just pass in a set of vectors and tell the hardware to scale it, which is that whole zooming effect. Or you can rotate too. I gotta hit that start thing, I think. Nope, it went away. Cool. Does anybody know what's a good score in this game? Hey, something happened. Oh, cool, I hit the start. I got like a bumper. Oh, 2 balls, too. Okay. Oh, I just lost one. Oh, I thought I hit the star just there, but apparently not. Oh. Hey, Claudio, I noticed the way you laugh is the way all my Mexican friends laugh. And what I mean by that is the way they type laughter, J-A-J-A. So are you Hispanic as well? And should I be saying Claudio? Is that how you pronounce it? Oh. Okay, so my score is 96,155. And that's probably terrible. Okay, so any comments on the focus? I'm going to try to make it look better. Problem is, as soon as I move it, it kind of messes with the focus again. All right, let's go with that. All right. Hey, Rob Bob, how you doing? I hope you've taken your shower. Okay, I'm getting a poor connection warning. Hopefully that goes away. Anyway, Rob, Bob, thanks for joining. We are playing Spinball, which is a pinball game. And there's someone on the Vectrex Facebook group that announced a high score challenge for this game. And he's giving prizes for the winner. So I thought I would practice, and so far I'm terrible at it, but I'm going to give it one more go. And then we'll move on, I guess, because, by the time I get any good at this game, it'll probably be, 10 hours from now. So okay, I think that was my longest ball, possibly. I got 31,000 points from that one. This is not bad. Considering when this was made, especially, I'm trying to compare it to pinball games of the era. I used to have Atari 2600 pinball, and this, I would say, this blows that one out of the water for sure. It is not as interesting as, say, NES pinball, perhaps, because that had like separate stages and little bonus Mario that you would move around to hit the ball and stuff. But for the time, this is definitely very good, and I'm enjoying myself, most importantly. Has anybody watching play this particular game? Or have you played any pinball games? One of my coworkers is really into physical pinball games. And he recently shared a Twitch stream where he and others were competing. And it was like this split window with like at least a dozen cameras on different pinball games. They were all playing the same machine. It was the Iron Maiden machine. Up the irons. Some of those games now are so elaborate. And they usually kind of intermingle the physical pinball game with a screen. And the screen can have like a little mini game inside it as well. It's amazing how elaborate those games are now. Ooh. Okay, this is my high score for sure. Probably not a high score, but it's mine. Ooh. Well, that was not a good ball. What other, Claudio, what other classic computers do you have? I have, well, I'll let you speak. Well, not that we're competing for the same means of communication, but I don't have too many classic things, by the way. I mostly play on emulators, which is kind of like, I know most people in retro/classic game, cultures seem to think that playing on emulators is kind of like blasphemy. But that's mostly what I play games on. I have an arcade cabinet upstairs, and I have a whole large set of MAME ROMs, so I can play random arcade games. Okay, so my score here is 157,430. And I think I am done with Spinball for now. What are you doing, Rob Bob? How's it going? I'm not seeing any updates in the chat. That could be very well what's happening, but I'm going to just type another hello world again, just to be sure. So, what to play next? I'm going to go for the Fortress of Narzad high score. As always, I'll take requests, by the way. If you want to see any game played, just go ahead and mention it in the chat. I have my handy flashlight around here somewhere so I can see while I'm applying the overlays. Uh-oh, it's not working. There it goes. It's a little bit of a loose connection or something in there. I might have to get a new one. So I've practiced this game. I have a feeling I'm going to bomb right now. But I'm going to give you a spoiler alert. Give you a spoiler, I guess I should say. I have actually already beaten the highscore.com score. It's just a question of can I do it again and on video. So the high score to beat is, let me pull it up. It is 19,670 by a guy named Rapatu. I don't know how you say it. Rapatu33. All right, so let me just jump back to my chat here. Nobody's chatting still. That's okay. I got worried that when it said poor connection that somehow the chat cut out or something. All right, let's just play Fortress of Narzad. Are you ready for the Flight of the Valkyrie song? Okay. Now, one interesting thing I learned about this game is you're much better off shooting as many of the enemy projectiles, in other words, the bullets they shoot at you, as possible, because they give you by far the most points. You shoot the actual enemies when you have to, but if you can shoot their projectiles as much as possible, you get a lot more points. Basically, for most of these guys, they give you 10 points when you shoot them, and their projectiles give you 50. So I mostly try to set up these kind of streams of bullets to shoot down their bullets. Sometimes I miss them and I get frustrated. That's okay. And I found the nastiest monster in this game are the birds that shoot bullets. Some of them don't shoot bullets, some of them do. The ones that do shoot bullets, they fire a little pixel like mine, and it's very speedy like mine, and it just goes straight to you. These are the easier birds right now. Another interesting thing about the birds is they block all bullets, yours and the enemy's. Okay, this bird's gonna get away probably. Unfortunately, the birds do give you a lot of points. Oh, that's one of the deadly sins of this game I found is if you shoot, some of these projectiles split into two, and if you shoot one of them, one of those splitters, when they're right in front of you, they're gonna hit you. Alright, so this is not gonna be my best game if I'm dying this early, but you know, that's how it goes. These are the evil bird. No, wait, that's not yet, sorry. Next stage has the evil bird. Oh, all right. So this is not going well. I actually shot myself. So whatever, just keep going. Maybe I'll aim to break 10,000 this game. That'll be a decent goal to hit, I think, given how I've been doing so far. So far, I'm at 3690 and counting. All right, let's keep going. So the birds are the enemy. I got 2 of them, got 3 good. I try to make that my top priority when the bullet shooting birds appear, is just to kill them. Forget about point accumulation, just get rid of them and then worry about points. Okay, one more bird on this stage. It got me. The birds, once they shoot at you, you have to keep moving. Or they will get you. Oh, man. Okay, so now it says abandon all hope ye who enter here. This is the boss. Are you ready? He's a guy who swings his arms around and shoots at you. And now he's dead. Take that, arm swinging guy. And now it repeats. Now we're on level 2. So this time around, they start you off with the non-shooting birds on the very first stage. So again, I'll be happy if I can reach my goal of 10,000, and I just did. Normally I try to not die on the early parts of the game, like in most games. If you're trying to go for a high score run, you don't want to die at the early parts. Now the birds shoot again, so I will probably not last too much longer. Alright, took care of all the birds that time. Nope, there's more birds. I thought there was only 3. Okay. Whew. This is the last life, folks. Okay. Sometimes the bullets go right through them, I swear. Come on. Now he's down too low. Gotta do this. Ricochet off the opposite end. Get the timing right, actually, with my help. Oh, okay, I'll do it now. Finally. Okay, we got more evil birds that shoot. Okay, I got rid of those. 3. I don't know if there's more coming. There's 1, 2. Mom. Alright, got rid of that bird. Alright, 14,000 is my score. Okay, so that was my high score attempt. I failed. Maybe I'll try again later. Okay, let's see. Yayo, aka Claudio. What do we say here? We say, to answer your question, I have all Gen 2 consoles. Wow. Holy moly. Impressive. Do you have any Atari 8-bit computers? That was one of my favorites. I had a lot of games on Atari 8-bit. Yeah, that's cool. I don't. Yeah, my dad actually has a lot of our old school stuff in his basement, and he actually dug up my Neo Geo AES, which you have too. Believe it or not, I won my AES on a game show. It was a video game show in the early '90s called Video Power, and I had to play video games against other kids in a very ridiculous environment where the host was hyperactive. And basically, for winning the game, the whole show, you would get to run through this, what they called the Video Power Mall. And in this mall, there were various video game boxes. They were empty. Mostly NES games. So you would have, Batman, the game, and why am I at a loss for anything? Most of the games were relatively obscure third-party games. So they always had a secret prize every show. And for the show I was on, for one of the shows I was on, there was a prize where if you found for Sega Genesis the game Pat Riley Basketball, if you found this particular basketball game among all the 100 or so games that were hanging on the walls, you would go home with a Neo Geo AES system. So I actually managed to do that, and to this day I have an AES. And back to what I was saying earlier, my dad has it in his basement still, and he located it, and I'm gonna retrieve it from him as soon as this virus madness blows over. And I'm also considering creating an adapter of Neo Geo to Vectrex because they have the same number of buttons, which is pretty convenient. What to play now, though? I'm taking requests. I don't know what else to play at the very moment. Without any requests, I'm just going to pick something randomly. Yeah, Atari 8-bit was good stuff. Cool. Has anybody been making any good food at home lately? My wife's been baking, and last week she made a whole roast turkey and stuffing, homemade and everything. I'm pretty spoiled with her around. Let's try another refocus attempt. I wonder if I can do it without taking my phone out of the tripod. That would make it a lot better. Again, I have this flashlight issue though. So let me just grab my other flashlight 1 second. This one's like overkill. It's like a giant bludgeon. Whew. Let's see if that works. Okay, let's see how that comes out. All right, let's go with it. See what happens. Okay, how about you, Arturo? Any requests? I'm actually interested in trying this Blitz game. It's a football game, but I want to play with another player. So if anybody wants to come over, I'm just kidding. Why don't we try? I don't know. Doodle Jump. This is an early iPhone game, if anyone remembers iOS. In this game, you're just jumping upward on these little platforms. And that's it. You get a point every time you go up. It looks like you get a point for every platform that you jump over. Needless to say, this is a more recent game, considering it's just a remake of an early iOS game. Oh, snap. I just died. I don't think this one's particularly interesting to watch. Do you think highscore.com has an entry for this game? I'll just keep going until I die, and then we'll move on to the next game. Hey, I think I'm on a roll. I might be here a while. My score is 168 so far and counting. Okay, honestly, I'm starting to get bored, so let's just jump off. Ready? Here we go. 1. Oh, I meant to count to 3, but it actually fell accidentally while I was counting. All right. So what next? I can pick something I actually have the overlay for. Dun dun dun. How about a round of my favorite games? If I listed all my favorite games, I'm trying to like not play the favorite games too much because I feel like it's repetitive. But I feel like I really wouldn't mind playing Vector Patrol. Vector Patrol is, of course, the remake of Moon Patrol. And this one is by Christoph Tutz, who makes some of the most elaborate and beautiful Vectrex games around. So let's play a little Vector Patrol. It's not on the multi-cart, so I have to turn it off again. Do you have these ones, Claudio? The Tetronics games. One cool thing is these games by Tetronics, they have like a whole calibration screen. So in case you're in case you want to adjust the whole screen a little to fit with the overlay according to your height and or according to adjusting the monitor itself. If that makes any sense. But I'm just going to jump into this now. So the buttons are just jump. Let's get this flashlight again. The buttons are basically pause, jump, and fire. This is one challenging game. When you see a good person playing it, it looks easy, but I don't consider myself good, but I'm probably better than beginner. Maybe I'm an intermediate player. Actually, I get stuck at one level where they have these little landmines on the ground, and they're very hard to avoid. Sheesh. I was trying to just accelerate enough to hit that projectile, but it didn't happen. Welcome all viewers. I am currently playing Vector Patrol for fun, and I was saying how I'm probably a little bit better than a beginner, and then I immediately made a big beginner error and died. I'm enjoying a wonderful black cherry soda. I'm paying. I was gonna say I'm paying attention to the chat. If you want to just chime in with a game request or just shoot the breeze, I was just gonna ask a question. Yet, what have you guys been playing lately on Vectrex or otherwise, if anything at all? And do you mostly play retro games? Oh, all right. Let me focus this life at least. Those big rocks take 2 shots and they really throw you off the first time you encounter them. Wow. Whew. Jumped over that one. Time to reach. So one thing about this game is when you beat the time record on this particular cartridge, because it saves your time record, it treats you with a really cool 3D animation of your buggy from the. Oh, all right. So this is the level with the mines. I didn't even see them that time. Okay, let me just try and slow down. And, all right. One day I'll figure those out. But I'm gonna give this another go. That's a very hard level. You can continue from here. Yeah, I definitely recommend this game. Oh, all right. Continue time almost right now. Okay, so I should be on the level with the mines again. Okay, so I gotta go faster than that. Maybe I'll just go like a moderate pace. I'll just try to jump not quite right before the mine, but a little bit before. Give it a little leeway. Like that. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. So far, so good. But once the guys start coming... No. Oh. You can probably sense my pain here. Jeez. All right. Yeah, so I should take advantage of this continue feature so I can practice this level over, because this is where it really gets me. Too fast. I had Moon Patrol for Commodore 64. I don't think I don't think I ever played it on other formats until this. There's a new... Have you guys heard about the Amico? It's kind of a television remake, but they're marketing it as sort of a combination of remakes of retro games slash a Wii, because they're going for like casual games. They have a whole bunch of sports games. They also have like remakes of television games and other games. So Moon Patrol is one of them. Wait, did I just survive the level? Oh wow. At least that part of the level. No. Okay, so this is the farthest I've gotten in this game. So yeah, anyway, Amico is gonna either be cool or not. I'm not sure. And they're gonna have a remake of this game with kind of modern graphics. Okay, so I'm at the same part of the last level I was on. Past the mines, but now I'm dealing with this whole armada of aliens. Whew, that was close. I think I made it. Yes. Let me adjust this tripod a little bit. Okay, so yeah, it's the farthest I've ever gotten. I won't say it's the best I've done per se, but you gotta just play through the levels to learn. Now I'm very cautious about landmines on the ground. Oh look, I'm going uphill. Oh shoot. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember this from Commodore. At least none of them seem to take double shots. At least not yet, anyway. But those landmines are the ones that really got me. Those things are terrible. 2 of them. So that was sector T, or point T, whatever you call it. I think that's, yeah, the last one is Z, as you would expect. So what happens after that, I don't know. Look, I broke a record, get ready for this. That's because I've never gotten this far, basically. Get ready. Alright, this is the awesomeness. This is this is what makes all that pain worthwhile of the landmines. Yeah, was it passable on the Atari 2600? Seems like a hard game to develop for such a system. I guess I could see it being okay. That was the treat. Now we move on. I got an extra life, that's good. What to expect now, okay. Oh boy, this should be fun. To be clear, it is fun. I'm just kind of being sarcastic about the deadliness. Oh, a tank! I forgot there were things that shoot back at you on the ground. Uphill we go, more rocks. Rock and roll, right? We're at W, and I mark W. X. No! Cool, cool. Ooh, very close. There's Y. Come on, we just gotta make it to Z. And then hopefully we get a cool animation again. No! Oh, I knew I failed that jump. I think that's my last life. No. I guess I can look at the top left corner. I have 2 apparently. Yay! I did it. Time to reach point Z, your time 105, the average time 100. Oh, that's no bonus for me then. Oh, I did get a bonus. Here we go. Cool. Now the question is, does it move on to the advanced course? Alright, that's Vector Patrol. I think I'm still playing, actually. Bonus. Oh, I got a coin. What does that mean? Oh, extra continue. Okay. What do you think, guys? Should I keep going or just switch to a new game now? Oh, this gave me, I think it's incrementing my start credits, meaning every time I play from now on, I'll have more continues. I think that's what's saying. Now I'm on the Champions course, which should be harder. Okay, I'll just play this until I die. That was the beginner's course. Now we're on the Champions course. So it's going to be a whole set of levels that's harder. So yeah, I'll keep going until I run out of lives. I won't continue anymore. Oh, what is this thing behind me? What do I do? You think I gotta jump over it? Oh, and then I shoot it. Yeah. Oh no, oh, I should not have jumped. Thanks, Arturo. I will keep going. I know my dying sounds are pretty dramatic. So you have to shoot that guy and jump over the pit at pretty much the same time. Oh man. So when they shoot, it blocks your shot. So if you fire at him expecting him to explode and he gets off a shot at the last moment, it really screws you up. Alright, my initials are MPW. I am rank 3 apparently. Great game, Christoph Tutz. I'm looking forward to more games from him. I heard that some are in the works actually. If you go to the website, I don't know the URL offhand. He has like 3 games in development at once, I think. Okay, that's it for me for Vector Patrol. I'm taking requests. If you guys want to see any particular game, if you want to see me do a little dance, no, I won't do a little dance. But what time are we at? It's already 10:55. Time flies. Let's see. And my battery is draining quickly. Why don't we? Let's see. I'm trying to think. Should I try something new? Did I ever play Cosmic Chasm? I guess I did. I think let's play that one. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna take one of these generic overlays that come from Stephen Cray. Stephen Cray is another guy in the Vectrex Fans Unite Facebook group, and he makes these overlays. I don't know how he does it, but he does. Oh, it would help if I put it in the cart. I think I do that about once per episode because I'm real smart. By that I mean the multi-cart, which has the game I want to play on. Here we are. It's amazing how I always shift the tripod a little bit so it's not quite right. I'm going to keep an eye on my preview window as I adjust. So what is the Vectrex? Does that specifically act as an adapter for Sega Genesis? I might have old Sega Genesis controllers as well in my father's home. Let's see if that looks better. Okay, we're going to play some Cosmic Chasm. Okay, can we start, please? Here we go. Okay, this overlay is a little bit opaque along the perimeter, so I can't see through it too well. Okay, I have to remember the controls for this one again. This is the game where you're kind of a baby bottle flying through space. What are you supposed to do here? Oh, you use the drill to get through the doors. Okay, oh man, that one was right on top of me. That's not very fair. So basically in this game, you try to go to the exit while those diamond-shaped guys try to kill you, and this thing in the center grows until it kills you. But you can use this drill to get through a door and exit. Every time I go to a new room. I don't think you have to kill everybody to escape. You can just do that. But you probably get fewer points that way. No! I have to remember the shield. When you turn on the shield, they bounce off of you. Like that, like that. Mission 1. Why is it telling me mission 1? Did I die? Alright, I see a lot of blur again. I'm going to try to deal with that. It's an ever-present issue. Oh man, it started me on a level. What if we play with this strobe light setting on? Would that be crazy? Would it give anybody seizures? I hope not. You know, I shouldn't even joke about that. Let me just turn it off. Okay. One player, please. Okay, so Cosmic Chasm from the top. I'm here on the left. Gotta kill these diamonds. Never trust a diamond. Don't trust Neil Diamond. Don't trust King Diamond. Alright, so I was kind of practicing moving while drilling at a decent speed, and every time I try that, I die. So I'm going to do my usual careful method, in which I just kind of go like this. Okay, it worked. Shield, wrong button. Bounce off me, fool. Oh, I'm the fool. I don't have a grasp on this game too well. It's very difficult. Oh. Okay. So I keep fooling myself when they bounce off me because I have my shield on. I think I give myself some breathing room. However, sometimes they'll bounce into a wall that's right next to you. So perhaps a good idea is to immediately, as soon as you start the level, you try to get away from a wall as best as you can, so you have a little bit of breathing room. I think it's probably a good strategy. So let's try again. So now I have a little bit of breathing room. Also, they're far away, which helps a lot. Alright, now we'll just drill our hole through the door here. Ta-da! I honestly don't know what the overall goal is here. I guess I'm trying to get to that octagon in the middle. Whoa. Cool. Yeah, so I'm going to go left, down, up. Shield. No. Okay. That didn't work. Oh, I was reading the chat. You can't kill me while I'm reading the chat. Okay, no reading the chat. Alright. Not following my own strategy advice. It's difficult. You gotta get yourself in a good position. And you have to get the button straight. That always helps. Alright. This game's too much for me. I admit it. Okay. So the Vec Adapt. Okay, good to know. Yayo from Australia. Okay. So yeah, I have been avoiding ordering much, including Vectrex stuff, given the current situation in the world. Definitely one thing I want to get is from Victor Marland. I think I have his name right. He makes his own joysticks that are really good. They look really good, and I hear good things about them anyway. This joystick is fine, except I don't know how... Well, it's not fine. Some of the buttons don't feel quite right. They're okay enough, but the one button... I don't know if you can actually see this, but the one button gets stuck if I ever have to play a game where I hold it down. For example, I have played a game where you have to move a spaceship left and right by pressing the 1 and 2 buttons, and then I would find that the one button would get stuck, and I would be stuck moving left. Also, the joystick feels a little bit loose. I feel like it will eventually be completely loose and unusable. Alright, what next? Should we do Narzad again? Try to get that high score? Something else randomly? I could do by traditional iCyborg attempt. Always an exciting game, in my opinion. Let's see, let's check out some overlays I got in my pile over here. I alphabetized them so I'm not searching for them quite as much as I was last time. You know, why don't we play another Christoph Tut's game? This one is called Vectrexians. Vectrexians is a remake of Galaxians. What is the yes for, Arturo? Even though I reduced the latency, it's there's still a pause by maybe 10 to 15 seconds. Go for the high score. Okay, I'll do that after Vectrexian. I'll go for the Narzad high score. So let me just try to get the alignment right here again. This title screen is really beautiful in person. I hope you can see it good on the stream. Just the whole star field and the colors, really nice. So in this game, I always have to calibrate it. If you look here, everything is really skewed until I calibrate it. I do have to try to set up my screen a little better at some point. I don't know exactly how to do that, but I know there's videos on YouTube about it. Yeah, it looks about right. So my strategy when I play this game is, and I don't know if it's the best strategy, but I think it's good, is I don't just keep plugging away at this formation. You get the most points when they fly down and swoop down at you. And so I just shoot the guys that swoop down. I think that's a good strategy. These guys give you the most points. One thing that's a little bit annoying about this game is it does not display your score at all times, so you don't know how you're doing really until well, I don't recall when it shows it. Maybe when you die. Whew. I really like how remember before I was saying how Vectrex does scaling and rotation pretty good. Oh no, I was trapped. Well, I like how Christoph made these alien ships rotate when they swoop down at you. It looks really cool. No. Got away from him. Sound in the background does that weird thing. It kind of ramps up in speed until it just becomes this loud drone eventually. I can't hit these boss guys. Oh no, I hit one when it was perched at the top. That's the worst thing you can do, I think. There, lots of points. Okay, next level. One impressive thing about this game is how detailed these little ships are and how many there are. And there's zero flicker. This guy, Christoph Tutz really knows how to work this machine to its limit. And I'm always very impressed. There are lesser games that have much more flicker than this. And by lesser, I mean there's like less going on the screen, and you wonder why they couldn't do it right, but there's a lot to go into reducing flicker, I imagine. I imagine one thing you have to do is kind of order the vectors that you draw in some certain way to probably minimize the tube having to draw from one faraway location to another. I'm just kind of making things up and speculating, but that was close. Not to mention this has a very, very weak CPU by today's standards. The CPU is 1.6 megahertz. For anyone not in the know, you measure CPU clock speeds today in terms of gigahertz, which is roughly a factor of 1,000 different. Oh, yeah, I didn't know what to do there. When they come at you at that sharp angle towards the bottom, it's very hard. Very hard to survive. No, that was just bad aim and stupidity. Okay, we're only on level 2. We gotta get past that. Come on. Man. Ooh, that was close. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to plug in my phone soon as I'm at 24%. And as soon as it hits 20%, I'm using an iPhone. iPhone has this annoying feature, if you want to call it that you cannot disable according to my Googling. And that feature is when you hit 20 or 10% on the battery, there's a pop-up that says battery low. You cannot disable it. Now the problem with that is it totally interrupts my stream when that pop-up comes. So I have to take the phone out of the tripod, hit the dialogue, reconnect to the stream, and usually I'll lose viewers in the process. They go, oh, it looks like it broke. I'll just go do something else. It's really annoying. So you may say, why don't I just stay plugged in the whole time? Well, the cord can get in the way, and it's game over for me. But for now, I'm going to plug in, because I kind of have to. So I will plug in right now. And then we will go for the Fortress of Narzad high score. Does anybody know where the name Narzad comes from? I'm assuming it's just a random made-up name. Okay. Sorry, I gotta pick up my phone. Let me just try one more time. I'm trying to plug it in without taking it out of the tripod. And somehow that's more difficult than it should be. There, I'm taking it out. Okay. By the way, I found a description of what's supposed to be going on in the Fortress and Narzad, in the backstory for the game. I will read it to you if I can find it. Okay, the story is... You know what? I just found the wiki page for it, and I thought it would say the story, but it doesn't actually have it there. But it's about all this stuff about like a wizard and stuff, and like, what's going on here? It's like, you're supposed to be fighting in like kind of a fantasy style setting, but to me it looks like, you know, robots or spaceships or something. Not spaceships, they're not in space, they're on the ground. But there's some kind of like robots or mechanical things. Back to the multi-cart and back to Narzad. How is the focus looking? Let's see. Okay, and let's see, maybe adjust a little bit. Okay, let's turn it on. Ready? Fortress of Narzad, high score attempt. Shooting the missiles. In this first stage, it's like, just shoot away at the missiles as much as possible. Oh, I just missed a good one there. So if anybody's watching who was not watching during my last attempt, I learned, if you're a veteran to Vectrex, this is probably not news, but you get a lot more points in Fortress of Narzad if you shoot the projectiles that the enemies shoot at you, as opposed to killing them. So I've devised a scheme to try to shoot mostly the projectiles. Whoa, that was close. How are we looking as far as blur and stuff? Decent enough? Okay, these are the weaker birds that don't concern me too much. But those bullet shooting birds are the worst. They are the ones who kill me more than anything. Yes, that was a cool ricochet. Could have killed me actually, but it killed the bird instead. So yeah, there's two different kinds of projectiles besides what the birds shoot at you. And one of them gives you 50 points. But the one that splits into two gives you 100 points, it says. The guide I was reading said that anyway. I'm assuming they're right. In the heat of the moment, I'm not really able to see how many points I'm getting. Okay, these are the nasty birds. Gotta get them, gotta get them. It's my number one goal while these guys are in play is just kill them and not get shot by them. birds give you a good amount of points as well. Alright, 3 birds down. Maybe this should be called Fortress of Birdzod. And birds are more trouble than the boss. I'm not sure if the boss is named Narzod. There's actually an opportunity at the boss to shoot a lot of projectiles. However, when I have tried doing too much of that, he just killed me. So I try to kill him mostly. Maybe shoot some projectiles in the process. Okay, it's boss time. Oh, there's a crazy bug. Okay. Oh, you retained that? That's interesting, are you? Oh, okay. Yay. So now we're on to the harder levels. Usually I have about 10,000 points by then. So in that sense I didn't do well, but in the sense of having a lot of lives, I did well. Because I usually die from birds a couple times. Maybe 2 or 3 times by then. Or 4. When you hit 10,000 points you get an extra life, by the way. So I'm looking forward to that. That's a good milestone to hit. I don't know if you get another at 20,000, although I have hit 20,000 before. I guess I didn't pay attention. Okay, now we have shooting birds. Ooh, it got me. Alright. Oh, see, man. These birds really get me. I did well last time, but now they're starting to really hammer me. Okay, 1 bird down, 2 down. Okay, I'll let him go off the screen. Now I gotta deal with this mess. Oh, it's another bird. Okay. This is a mess. Oh. Second to last life. Birds. I hate you, birds. I've never hated birds before so much in any game. Maybe Ninja Gaiden on NES. Does anybody remember that? The birds in Ninja Gaiden on NES. Alright. Last life. Die bird. Ah, missed him. Shoot. It's gonna be bad. Okay. My own shot did me in 14,050. I did not make it. Alright, so Yayo was just saying there's a crazy bug on Fortress of Narzod. I remember one time killing the boss at the same time he killed me, and then I obtained a lot of lives. So that seems like a hard one to reproduce or to like rely on, but that is interesting for sure. Alright. I'll go for this one more time. If I can't do it, I'll move on for the night. Pardon me while I consume my beverage. For anyone who recently joined, this is me playing Vectrex in the dark, because that's what I do on Saturday nights lately. I take requests. I don't have every game, but I have the Sean Kelly multi-cart, as well as several games from Fury Unlimited. And right now I'm going for the Fortress of Narzad high score. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to reset this one because I totally screwed up. I'm going for the high score. Highscore.com, which is 19,670. It's not that impossible, but for me this evening, I'm falling short. Highscore.com is a cool site that I discovered recently. I had an idea. What if you could make an app that you can take pictures of high scores for games, and some moderator would approve the image to make sure you weren't cheating, and it would just keep track of all the high scores. So I did a little Googling, and apparently that already exists, except it's highscore.com. It's a website, not an app. And there's no designated moderators. They kind of crowdsource the moderation. That is the one thing I'm not liking so far, is you are required to have 25 votes for approval on your high score submission, and they just don't come in fast enough. I have been waiting on a submission for Vector Pilot since March 22nd. It is now April 18th. And at first it's great. There's always friendly people commenting, "Hey, your score looks good. Welcome to the site. I voted yes." The votes come in, and you get to about 10, and then it just trickles at that point. 11, 12. I am at 20 votes. I need 25 for approval. And it's been that way for about 2 weeks at this point. At least 1 week. So in a way, that seems like a flaw of the site. Could be there's just not enough people interested in watching a Vectrex video proving that I got a high score. So I was thinking, I don't know if they've considered this already over there, but why not give like well-established users who have a strong reputation more votes? So like, if you've been on the site for a long time and you've approved a lot of stuff and you submitted your own high scores, whatever, then your votes count like, count as like 3 or 4 or even 5. I feel like they're trying too hard to avoid or to prevent high score fraud, and is that really the biggest problem in the world? I don't know. Well, I died at an early level, so I'm not happy with myself. But oh, that is the worst place to shoot where I just did. It just ricochets and kills you. So why did I shoot there? I don't know. In the moment, I thought I could get the bird. I did not. Fortress of Birds Eye. Oh. I know, my sounds of frustration are ridiculous. Okay. Again, I don't expect to do super well this play. You may pass. These are shooting birds. They're my arch enemy, as you know. Oh. It's really no fair how they go off above the wall where you can't shoot them. Oh. Okay, this will not be a high score. I'm sorry to say. Keep those requests coming, anybody. Not that too many have come. I will come up with something different. Maybe I will do iCyborg Finder. I usually play that at the end or towards the end. It's a really exciting game to me. Ooh, that's it. Only 7,500. Sorry. So, what is the update from Yayo? The update is... Sorry, I'm switching windows around. Where'd my window go? I lost the chat window, guys. Here it is. He says, I think you need to be with the last life and kill each other at the same time to receive multiple lives. It happened to be one time, really. Okay, yeah, that seems really hard to reproduce. All right, let's move on to iCyborg. Unless anybody has any requests. Requests are always welcome. Somehow I find as I play, I move the tripod ever so slightly. So for those who haven't seen the game before, iCyborg is kind of like it's a really suspenseful game. It's almost like a first-person shooter, but you're not just shooting tons of targets. You're kind of creeping through tunnels and avoiding traps. And every once in a while, something comes out that causes you to have to pound on your fire button. But for the most part, it's like you creep along, and the suspense builds, and then something comes at you. All of a sudden. Yeah, I'm having brain farts again. I actually have iCyborg on its own cartridge. Not on the multi-cart. So let's switch over. This is something I've shown off before, and I'll do it again. This is so Fury Unlimited sells what they call budget games, which are literally just this board that my finger is pointing to, and you can just slide the board into the slot and play. They're $10 a pop. That's cool and all, but my buddy Kevin, he printed for me these cartridge cases that are really cool. So I was able to stick the board in there and screw it in. You can see the screw hole here, hopefully. And I printed out labels, and voila, I have a whole cart. And it's unique. Nobody has this cart. So he was actually able to print a whole bunch of different colors. Like this game, Continuum, is brown. Sectus is red. This one, War of the Worlds, is supposed to be glow in the dark. It doesn't really glow though. But he told his 3D printer to use the glow in the dark material for it. It just doesn't really work. That said, let's plug in iCyborg. iCyborg. Copyright 2004 George Produce. Okay, I'm going to begin. This game has passwords, so you can actually you can restart at a level that you've achieved. So anybody who's watched this stream before knows I play this a lot, and I've explained how this game works, but I'll go over it again anyway. In this first level, you've got those lasers overhead, and they shoot either to the left, to the middle, or to the right. So you have a 2/3 chance of just passing by unscathed. Oh, it got me. And on their own, they're not much trouble, but once they combine with other traps like this one, it does start to get a little bit hairy. And that was the first phase of this particular section of the game. Shall we refocus? I don't know, it looks a little blurry. Let's go deal with it. I'm always worried about the blur because it can get bad. Looks like it's passable though. So you have this shot, he kind of sprays, and you can look to the left and shoot left, look to the right and shoot right. By default, you shoot upward. This doesn't really do anything yet. There's other stuff you can shoot later. Right now, you can't shoot anything. Ooh. But there's going to be a spinning blade trap soon that'll try to cut off my head. It's not pretty, but you can shoot that thing. You have 10 life in this game, 10 health if you will, 10 hit points, whatever you want to call it. This thing though, if it hits you, you're just dead. It cuts off your head. And these will keep coming at you until you progress far enough ahead. So you have to shoot it and keep going forward. If you need to give yourself more leeway, you can step backwards, but that's, losing progress when you do that. Okay, so I'm safe for the moment from the head choppers or the head loppers. Anybody heard of this comic it's like a graphic novel from Image Comics called Head Lopper? It's kind of this fantasy story about this this warrior who he's cursed to carry this severed head of a witch. It's kind of amusing. But his thing is he's good at chopping off the heads of his enemies. So he's the head lopper. Let's go. Corridor 3. Zap! Oh, it got me. So I think it's completely random, but sometimes I get in my own head and I think, oh, well, it's going to start learning if I stay in the middle. I better move to the left. But I think it's all nonsense. It's just random. Maybe there's a machine learning algorithm in there and it knows where you're going to pick. Oh, see, it's machine learning. Can you imagine writing machine learning algorithms in assembly language for a system that has 1K of RAM? As usual, I just pound the fire button, step a little forward between the blades, between one blade and the next, so I can make progress and end this threat. How are we looking on the stream? Blurry? Okay, I believe this is the fourth and final stage of the corridor section. In this one, or maybe it's the next one, you have to, I think it's after this one, you fight the boss. You get a new weapon when you fight the boss. In my last 2 streams when I played this game, I actually did not get past this corridor stage. One time I got my head chopped off by the spinning blade trap, and another time I died on the boss. So what I did was I just used my code to skip to the next level, but I would like to really genuinely get to level 2 here. Machine learning is going to get me. Watch. No, it didn't. That's because they need more RAM. They need 2K of RAM. That would do it. This is a tricky part. You try to navigate both these. Obviously, if you have to choose between the two, you want to get hit by the one that loops around, because that only hits you for 1. You take 10 damage again. Whereas the spinning blade is insta-kill. Your head gets lopped off like my comic book, The Head Lopper. Okay, I'm going to go to the left because surely this will trick the laser. You won't think of me going to the left. I haven't gone to the left lately. Ah, see? Ooh, got it. I'm actually down to 4, which is not good. 3, actually. Okay, better improve here. I think I'm almost at the end of this stage, though. Okay, phase completed. Alright, now it's boss time. You pick up a weapon, you fight the boss. You don't die, hopefully. This is the weapon, the Eye of Fury. Let me just get the hang of it again. Basically, you fire it, and you press the button a second time to make it explode. You can aim right, center, or left. Let's do it. And of course, you gotta get past some of these artificial intelligence lasers. I have tried shooting these lasers with this weapon. It doesn't work. But you know I had to try, right? Okay, eyeball, I'm almost ready for you. Here we go. Here he is. Ready? Die eye. I think you only hurt him when his eyes open, but I'm not really sure. That was pretty much good luck. He was avoiding hitting me in the center for a while there. I think I'll probably beat him this time. Ooh, got hit. Oh, hit again. Maybe I'm speaking too soon. Alright, I got him. Whew. That is true. Niten. I have not played Vector Pilot, and I should. Alright. It gives you the code here. If you can read it, it's all 1s. And let's go. This is the trench. I have not beaten the trenches yet, but every time I learn a little bit more. Oh, that was dumb of me. I don't know what. See, I'm talking about, yeah, you know, I'm learning more, getting the hang of it, and then I get caught totally off guard by the first enemy. Or trap, or whatever the thing is. Easy peasy. Welcome, new viewers. I am playing through iCyborg at the moment. It's a really cool game with cool atmosphere, and it's very challenging as well. The general theme is in this game, it's a slow-paced progression forward, and you get hit with these traps and monsters. Most of them are kind of more trap-like, I would say. And they usually require aiming or maneuvering in a direction, such as straight ahead, to the left, or to the right. So these guys, these look like little, I don't know what they are, meteors or fireballs or something. No, hold on one second, let me focus on this. This is a spider, obviously. This guy, I've gotten a little bit better at him, but he always gets me like once at least. So while he's up top up there, he shoots at you if you're not right next to him. So I move right next to him. And then he jumps down and shoots you, and he usually gets me at least once. Okay, it's gonna get harder and harder. Okay, now we have these bomber guys, whatever they're, laser bombers or something. When this game gets the most challenging is when otherwise simple traps or monsters or whatever you want to call them, they combine like this. It's like, normally it's not too bad, but when you're juggling a few things at once, it gets challenging. But it's a good design though. They introduce you gradually. You get used to one trap or monster, and then it starts throwing new ones at you in combination. At first I go next to the spider like this, then he doesn't shoot me. And then he comes down here, he'll probably get me once, and then I kill him. Yay. He's tricky when he double jumps like that. Oh, I got hit by that thing. Usually they don't get me, but that time it did. Okay. Phase 4 of the trenches. Got this guy bombing me. Those things coming from the left and right. Got hit already, unfortunately. I swear on this phase they hit me twice more often. They must be slightly more powerful spiders, or just faster or something. Ugh. And I don't know how to dodge them when they're down here. Whether I move to the left or right or stay in the center, they just zap me. Another one. Three, two, don't know if I can fight another monster, another spider. Oh, jeez. All right, here we go. Good luck to me. One. Ah, I survived, wow. Is this the end of the stage at least? Please be. All right. That was intense. Now we have to fight. Oh yeah, this guy. So to remind myself, there's going to be two little circle dudes, circle-ish, in the corners, the top left and the top right. You have to shoot them with a weapon similar to the one from last time, while dodging their blast at the same time. Here we go. It's forming in the sky. Very hard here. Very hard. Not close enough. I gotta get closer. One thing I noticed is these guys give you a reaction when you hit them, unlike most guys in the game. At least I don't know, I thought that was a direct hit just there though, but it didn't seem to. Ah, man. I wonder if there's a certain order? I don't know. Damn, I'm accidentally shooting when I don't mean to. Direct hit. Okay, it wiggled that time. Gotta get a direct hit, I think. It's not easy. In other words, you have to make the explosion happen inside the hexagon shape. I was calling it a circle earlier, but I guess it's more like a hexagon. Apparently that one didn't count. That was perfect. That was too. Not perfect. Not perfect. Not perfect. Yes. Whoa, it's moved. They're faster. They're shooting faster. Okay, I hit him. I hit him. Oh, one hit left. What do I do? All I can do is keep fighting, right? Wow, that was okay. Again, it was progress, but not a happy ending. Wow, that game never fails to disappoint me. Watch, yes, that's right, Arturo. We have not played Vector Pilot. Where's my flashlight? Yeah, let's pop in some Vector Pilot. Always a good time. That's another one I was going for the high score with. Shall I do that again? So, yeah, almost. I was frustrated. I didn't expect that last movement downward that they made. So, I got scared for a moment, and then they just got me. I only had one health left. Keep playing Cyborg. You think so? You guys want to see more Cyborg? Let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go with Nitin, aka Arturo, aka Leoncito. How's our focus looking? Pretty good, right? You can see me in the reflection now. You know what I look like. Don't get too scared. Okay, I think we're back in business. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. I might have hit stop on my streaming app. And then it wouldn't reconnect until I killed the app and tried reconnecting again that way. So sorry about that. We are still going, and we're going to go for Cyborg again. Looks like I only have 2 viewers now. That's all right. Sometimes you got to give up. But me, I never give up. No, it's not true. I give up all the time. But I'm not going to give up on Cyborg. Those stupid round a-holes. Okay, let me align the tripod again. Sorry, it's such a pain all the time when I have to adjust things. All right, I think we're doing okay now. Let me know if things look okay. Let's play this again. Okay. I am going to enter in the key code for the second level, the trenches. Unfortunately, I can't jump right to the boss, so I'll have to do some stuff you've seen already. Let's begin. Wait, go up. Oh, here's a P.O. box in case you care. The code is all ones. Very hard to crack. Here we are. Trench 1, let's do it. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I wonder how much it's these. I guess it's random. I was gonna say, I wonder if the direction that those things come at you. I wonder if it's scripted or random, as well as other stuff you find in this game, other traps and such. Do they just is it like scripted possibly, or? I would think random would make more sense. You know what I heard about this new game that Packrat is selling? They're selling Vecman, and I've ordered it, by the way. But Vecman, it's like Pac-Man, but different. It's kind of cooler in a way. One of the things that's really cool is there's a lot of different mazes in the game, and the description that I read on the website of the I guess it was the author. He said that the game is actually procedurally generated, but it has a pseudo-random number seed that's fixed in the ROM. So basically it's randomly generating the levels, but the seed is fixed, so it's almost like, well, it is deterministic. Every time you play, it's going to be the same level, but that's a way to save memory, I guess, is you're generating them on the fly rather than storing a whole list of mazes somewhere. So that's pretty clever, I think. These spiders are hitting me twice now. I don't like it. Before they were tending to hit me once, but now they're hitting me twice. Ah, damn. Bad start to this stage, but fortunately this is not the one with the boss. Whoa. Usually those meteor-looking things or fireballs or whatever they don't give me trouble. But once in a while they do. And this freaking spider, I hate this spiders. To the left. No, you're not killing me today, spider. Oh, man. He's coming close, though, let me tell you. Oh, jeez. This guy might get me. I'm ashamed to say. Shoot. I screwed it up. Okay. I wasn't happy with my performance there, but I got through it. Okay. Trench 4, here we go. I really would like to know if anybody has mastered how to deal with these spiders. No, whew, I missed me. No, spider, I hate you. Does anybody actually like spiders? A friend of mine, he ordered from somewhere in Asia roasted tarantula to eat. That's the only occasion I've ever heard of somebody liking spiders. Okay, here we go, boss time. Round A-holes are going down. I like that nickname for them, the round A-holes. No, that's not right. Nope. No. Gotta hit him, gotta hit him. Got one. Got two. I wonder how important it is, if at all, to spreading your hits across between the two. Okay, here we go. What determines? Is it random? Seems to be your proximity to them, but it's not consistent 100%. Okay. Okay, I see how this is. This is random, isn't it? I'm not moving at all, and it's leaning towards the left. Maybe not. Alright, I guess I just gotta go for it. As soon as one of them fires, I might as well go close, right? If it's gonna be random, I might as well go close. And do that. Ah, I missed it. I'm probably being too loud. Hopefully I don't wake up the missus. Take that, you fiend. Missed. Missed. Oh man. Missed again. I'm gonna go for the right because reasons. Shit. Okay, come on, we can do this, One. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. Hey, can I just do this? No. Wait, maybe I can. Yes. Did you see that? Okay, so I figured out the trick for when there's two of them down low. But when you kill one, the other one comes after you in almost Space Invader style. Except you cannot move quickly, so it's very difficult. But progress again, a little bit of progress each time. Okay, so you like some spiders? Yeah, they do get rid of the mosquitoes. You get a lot of mosquitoes down there? I guess you have such hot weather. What about El Paso? Do we still have Claudio with us? Yeah, mosquitoes are a pain here in New York, but not. I mean, it depends on the time of day and stuff, but go off track. Anyway, we had some spraying. We actually often spray. Not we particularly, it's like the government decides to spray for the mosquitoes. Anyway. Oh no, it says no data again. Bull. I don't know why it says no data. I think we're going to wrap it up with Vector Pilot, if we ever connect here. No data found. Come on, man. Don't give me this. Alright, I don't know why. I'm going to have to reconnect, I guess. I don't know. Such a pain. It's still streaming, it says. But are you guys still able to see anything? My preview window says no data, which usually means it broke up. But yet now I'm starting to see things happen in the data window, in the preview window. So I don't know, I guess it's still working. All right, let's continue. Let's do Vector Pilot. And probably wrap it up after that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try another refocus attempt, although I'm not sure if it actually works when I do that. Alright, so, yeah, sorry for the confusion. It was telling me no data. Now it says excellent connection again. Only issue is, even though I'm charging, my battery's now at 21%, so I'm going to get that dreaded warning that interrupts the stream. Oh, it's just difficult, this technology stuff. Vector Pilot. I'm just going to play casually, and if a high score comes, it comes. Okay, time for some Vector Pilot. just in case my stream interrupts, I'm going to take note of the pause button is actually the 3 button. So I can actually pause if I need to do that. Vector Pilot is another Christoph Tuss game. To Claudio, I would recommend this if you don't have it. We're going to go with normal difficulty. And I'll be the basic aircraft. Joystick mode left to right. The other mode is consistent with the traditional arcade game of Time Pilot, but it's a pain to use. I like the basic turn left, makes you go left. Turn right makes you go right. What a concept, right? Another beautiful game with barely any flickering when there's a lot going on. Okay, that was terrible. I'm seeing the stream. My preview window is getting like 1 frame a second. Is that okay? Is it doing that for you guys too? Man, I stink. The Goodyear blimp. Oh no. Oh. Okay. No. Alright, I'll give this another run after this. This is a practice game. I'm making excuses for myself. Well. Sheesh. This is one tough game. There's so many things flying at you. There goes the bus. Stage 1972. Everybody had a helicopter in 1972. They were all the rage, I guess. Oh. Ah. All right. I guess it's looking okay for you guys. Unless you guys have any cool. Alright, let's do it. Vector Pilot attempt 2 at something. Again, I'm not targeting a particular score right now, I'm just playing. But but I'm on normal difficulty. Last time I was trying, last stream, I was playing on easy because I was going for a particular easy score, and I did not make it. So far, I'm not doing too well as far as making the high scores on this stream. That's alright though. High scores are high. That's why they're high scores. I do want to feel better. I can probably go in there with more health. I feel like I really got its number for the second to last stage. You just have to step aside and angle your shots and they're good. Here comes the Goodyear blimp. Man, sometimes I get such a good start and then no, then it does not stay good. It is the nature of the beast, I guess. Ooh, I saw that bomb a little too late. Oh man. Okay. It's helicopter time. These guys are harder because they have homing missiles, if you haven't noticed. And also because I am stupid and crash into them. I usually start at a level just by... No! Saw that one coming. Alright, was that the end? One more life, I think. Okay. Boss time. Yes. When Apple debuted its famous commercial, when Big Brother stuff happened in the novel of the same name. Oh man. Those missiles. Alright, that's it for me. Any other requests? Something quick? Where's the flashlight? Where's the flashlight? Do 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 do. How about one last game? War of the Worlds. Let's do it. And then we'll have the Cantina Band to play us off. Dum-dum. Bum bum ba-da-da-dum bum. It looks interesting when with these colors on the screen. Okay, one last game, War of the Worlds. This is the game that's in my glow-in-the-dark case that doesn't actually glow in the dark. Okay. This game is almost really good. There's one thing that really stinks about it, though, and that is that the aliens you're fighting in this game, they're just unfair sometimes. In the sense that, like, you can die and you'll reappear and the laser that they shoot at you is already on top of you. So it just feels unfair and makes me, like, want to shut the game off. But otherwise, it's really good. This is unreadable on the preview, so let me try to, I don't know. Once again, I always try to fight with the focus, and I'm usually not too successful. Oh well, not sure what else to do. Let me try the light again. Last attempt. Focus on the screen, camera. Alright. Let's do it. War of the Worlds. What are the buttons again? So we have fire, shield, status, and start. The status is kind of useless, but mostly it's shield and fire. My flashlight fell over. So these are the machines that you might remember from the story, War of the Worlds, the movies and or book singular. And you just gotta shoot them real quick or they kill you. If the laser comes at you, you have a certain limited number of shields you can turn on to protect yourself. Not easy. Not always fair, like I said earlier. Well, actually, one of my favorite things about this game is it has a really cool lightning effect when a new alien appears. This guy shoots these ninja stars thinking at you that give you points. No! Shoot, I'm out of shields, so I'm dead. My son and I were doing a high score contest of this game once. It was pretty fun to do that. Shoot. Well, that was pretty short. Let's do it again. Oh, gee, what am I supposed to do? I guess I gotta do that. Okay, time for ninja star shooting. They're not easy to hit. Oh, I was out of shields. Not sure how many you get per life. I think it's like 4 or 5. Alright, I think I had the same score as that last time, 330. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up, sadly. If I stay up too late, I'll get up late, and my wife won't be happy. But I'm going to play us off like I did last time. With the Cantina Band. Woo! From the multi-cart. Let's do it. Thanks for watching, fellows. You two guys pretty much stuck with it the whole time. I commend you for your endurance. And that was always fun. That was fun as always is what I'm trying to say. What's going on? Oh, my one button was stuck down, so it was scrolling through the menu. Okay. Play us off, Cantina Band. Let's get a strobe light going here. Oh yeah. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe. All that good stuff. Any last words? I'm always impressed with how when I hold the phone really close and I tap the screen, I can get it to focus pretty well. That was a 2-hour, 36-minute stream. I think we're getting a little longer each time. Alright, I guess it's time to say the final goodbye. So, see you next time. This is Mark W. signing off for Saturday Night Vectrex in the Dark. Please join again next time and stay safe again.